Tignan mo yung dalawa, nag-relax lang on the bench to start this fourth quarter. Sabi nila, siguro hindi na tayo maglalaro rito unless Blackwater does something drastic and threatens here in the fourth quarter.
Si Eddie Laura starting the scoring here in the fourth period with a jumper.
And a not too shabby backcourt para sa GlobalPort. Miranda and Ronje Buenafe in there. But they turned the ball over. They're in there together with Billy Mamaril, Semerad, and Doug Kramer. Para naman dito sa Blackwater, Eruela, Bam Gamalinda, and Eddie Laure together with Gilbert Bulawan and Marcos Dautin. Nakibalita tayo kay Riza Diaz.
Charlie, before Coach Aleo is active, tried again and again to shoot from the outside at hindi nga daw nag-work. So he wants a little more variety. He wants his players to attack some more inside. Ang sabi nga niya, nobody can actually help us other than ourselves. Again, we go back to that issue of believing. This is a big lead, but if we can come back for this will show a lot of our character. Now, update on Robbie Celis, nagkamali daw ng landing at na-spray niya yung kanyang left ankle. Kanina, nag-chinek ko ay niyayelo yun. Ang sabi ng kanilang PT, mukhang malabo na siyang makabalik because it's a little swollen. Charlie.
Maraming salamat, Riza. Well, you know, you're down by about 30 points. Tapos yung gumagawa pa para sa'yo ng third quarter, na-injure pa na si Robbie Celis. Really making life difficult here for the Blackwater elite. Although, medyo sloppy na to GlobalPort. Pass few plays, Kinito. Blackwater wants to take advantage of that.
That's right. Blind pass coming from Eddie Laure. Slam dunk galing kay Marcos Dautin. So 4 straight points opening up the fourth period. Hindi pa nakaka-score dito ang Global.
Semerad. Good defense from Bulawan. Swing all the way to Ron J. He lets fly from three-point land. That's brought to us by PLDT Home. T-Evolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Again, yung priority na sinasabi natin kanina, you've got to close out on those three-point shooters ng GlobalPort.
Ito si Eddie Laure. To Bam Gamalinda, one of the scoring options. Kicks over to Kuya Eddie. Short yan, but Marcos there to clean it up.
20 points now for Marcos.
Nine minutes, 37 seconds na titira sa ating fourth and final quarter. Matapos itong laro, may balita tayo. And after that, it's going to be Alaska against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Parading a Mongolian import, Kinito, as well as an American, with the impressive credentials as well. This is an Express-Atid play of the game, brought to us by Motoland Express-Atid for Express-Atid service call 370-6686.
Well, nakita ni Coach Pidong Horencio, nakakuha ng easy offensive rebound and put back si Marcos Dautin. Binilig niya kaagad si O'Brien,
who misses on that jumper. Marcos Dautin leaves it for Bam Bam. And they're still not able to knock it down. Ilang beses na yung mga setup na yan. Kay Acuña, kay Sunday Salvacion, Real Cervantes, and now Bam Gamalinda. None of them have shown the defense that they can accurately shoot from over there. As we see Bulawan tying up Mark Isip at the goal.
Wala consistency nga no, sa shooting. And since they don't have really a go-to guy other than Marcos Dautin, hirap na hirap sila makahanap ng mga scorers to fill up the gap. And we did say right at the start, kailangan dito ng Blackwater is balanced offense.
Bulawan really getting under the skin of si Mark Isip, who shoved him away. Offensive foul yan kontra kay Mark Isip. Bulawan's one of those guys who can really do that. That's his role.
Physical defender, Gilbert.
Laure goes baseline, but Gamalinda caught stepping on that baseline. Huling-huli na ating referee, Eagle Eyes.
And those turnovers really hurting Blackwater time and again.
Patrick O'Brien fooling his own teammate kasi finake niya yung pass. Jensen looked away already, tsaka niya binigay. That's a turnover. Aruela. Sudden burst of speed gets that foul. Balik sa linya para sa dalawang free throws si Brian Heruela. Someone told me they call him Hallelujah.
All signs of aggressiveness on the part of Heruela. Kailangan ng Blackwater. Heruela. This guy has a good jump shot. He's able to penetrate, uses his body to be able to create space. Only 4 points in this game, make that 5 sa kanyang free throw.
Ito, Robbie Celis, binalik na ni Coach Leo Isaac. So kahit natapilok kanina, kaya pa naman. And one of the guys who can give them some offense here. Didn't seem to be too bad. Baka sumakit na ng konti kanina. But now, he's there defending Terrence Romeo. Natapilok ka, tapos binabantayan mo si Terrence Romeo. So kung mahirapan ka dyan, Patrick O'Brien, turnaround jumper inside.
And that's a sweet spot. Kita natin, net tira siya dyan. He's got a nice stroke.
Bulawan. Outside jumper too strong. Early in that shot clock, they didn't move the ball around too much. But it was an open shot.
And those shots are being taken without confidence. Because they're wide open, yet hindi pumapasok sa mga tira.
Romeo. Iniwan para kay O'Brien. From three-point land, way short mula rito kay O'Brien. But they get it back. Marcus Dowdit mishandling. At lamang na lamang sa numero. Itong GlobalPort, Keith Jensen.
Napakataas ng field goal percentage ng GlobalPort because of the easy shots na nakukuha nila. No? On the other hand, ang baba na siguro ng field goal percentage ng Blackwater.
That's right, they hardly get anything. Able to generate offense, Laure down to Dowdit. O'Brien right in his face.
Ito, no, pag bigay nila kay Dowdit ng bola, there's just 6 seconds left.
And the 7-footer O'Brien bothered him.
Yeah.
Had to arc it really high. Hindi na umabot sa rim. So under 7 minutes na titira. Jensen pupukol sa 3. Wide right ang tira. Bounces long and Bulawan gets him. Omar Graham pinasok ulit. Ito si Coach Dido Harenzo. Let's see what the Asian import can do. A miss from Rafi Reyes. Tapikan ng bola. O'Brien gets the left touch. The ball will stay with the white shirts. Here's Marcos. He'll try again. It's tipped away. And nauna na naman sa bola itong GlobalPort. Romeo can't pick it up. Gets it back. Graham from 3. Ito si Graham Tinko. They'll ride him till the end of this ball game to see what he can contribute. Para naman masulit ng konti dahil sa foul trouble. Halos hindi na naglaro ng middle quarters ito si Graham. As Dowdit hits another jumper.
A shooting contest now. And if you're Blackwater, you don't want this to happen like this. You need to be able to play tough defense.
On the spin, he lost the handle. Nakuha niya muli. 6 seconds to go. Doon si Marcos Dowdit, sinarahan ng pinto. Itong si Omar Graham.
Well, yun ang hinahanap natin, no? Yung defensive intensity ng Blackwater that time. Hindi nila pinabayaan si Omar to get the layup shot.
Well, how appropriate if this is a Stanley Performance in Action performance play. Brought to us by Stanley Tools Performance in Action. He's so good. There's a sponsor that has his name. Itong si Stanley Pringle. Terrence Romeo, para sinusubukan na i-foul ni Eddie Laure, but there was no whistle. So here they go again. Mark Izip losing it, however. Rafi Reyes sa atake.
Rafi Reyes.
It is 26. 86 to 60. 5 minutes and 13 remaining. We're not anticipating a major comeback mula rito sa Blackwater at the rate things are going. Omar Graham waltzing into the lane as if there was no one there para sa easy layup. 2 points, first 2 points pa lang ni Omar Graham yan after an 18-point scoring debut. Eddie Laure making hay with his minutes here. 8 points already para sa kanya. Celis will leave for Dowdit. He tries to go underneath kay Bulawan. They can't get anything. Itong Blackwater Elite. Hirap na hirap makascore. Dowdit asking for some fouls. And while that's going on, Terrence Romeo is all the way on the other end. Stepping back. missing that three. Nakaiwas pa itong Blackwater, but the second offensive rebound, Quinito, ball still with Blackwater, with GlobalPort.
The game's wide open right
And will
now.
continue to be with them. Look at that effort. Bulawan thought it had already bounced outside. And he just watched it.
Terrence Romeo not giving up in every possession. They're looking at the next games. At kung bumigay sila rito, especially with 4:14 to go, I mean, what is that going to tell the next opponent of Blackwater? I think Blackwater has to put up a stand dito. Ano mangyari, even if they're down right now by 26.
There you go. Good effort mula kay Brian Aruela. They sped it up the court and a nice connection between the two guards. Rafi Reyes finishes. He's got 6 points in the game. Chance for 7 dito sa ating sa kanyang bonus free throw. That's what you want to see. Some speed going up, some easy baskets in transition.
And some free throws. Because kulang na kulang sa aggressiveness ng Blackwater. They're not attacking the rim enough, settling for a lot of outside shots. I believe it's 23. It was highest at 32.
Paulo Taha. Tried to hand it off to Ron J. Buenafe. Pinabayaan na lang ni Ron J. tumalbog palabas. 6 na segundo na lang ang natitira sa kanilang shot clock. More than enough time for them to come up with something. But bago pa man ma-inbound yun, tumawag ng timeout si Coach Pido Harencio. Pass supposed to be for O'Brien. Tapped out. 3 seconds to go. Baseline naman ang mangyayari ngayon. Quickly to Patrick O'Brien. Step back. There's a foul, rather a block from Marcos Dautit. But Ron J. Buenafe just quicker to the ball for that under the goal stab.
Again, a situation like that, if you're playing tough defense, hindi mo mapapabayaan ang GlobalPort to get away with something like that. You need to play that tough defense all the way to the last second. Hindi ka magpapabaya.
Here's Aruela. To Rail Cervantes, never gun shy. Rolls to the hoop. Di umabot sa kanyang bola. So Marcos takes a steady standstill jumper from 17. Knocks it down. 24 puntos na para sa kanya. Question now, Quinito really is how does Blackwater move on after a lackluster effort like this? It is a game-to-game thing. Pero sino nga ang mag-step up para sa kanila? That 3 goes in, brought to us by PNDT Home Evolution. There's your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Rafi taking the outside shot. Then Cervantes with the offensive rebound. But nakita natin, no? Ang bilis makakuha ng puntos ang GlobalPort. And they're getting points from Global. Kanina we were talking about these days for GlobalPort. We talked about their inside and outside game. And for GlobalPort, a lot going for them in their outside game with all the three-pointers being scored. And then their penetrations nagagaling kay Terrence Romeo.
You also mentioned, Quinito, sa Dean's List mo, yung sharing the ball para sa GlobalPort. And they have done that very well sa larong ito. You know, just making easy handoffs, finding the open guy, ikot-ikot ang bola. Look at that backcourt, whether it's Pringle or Graham or Romeo. Denok Miranda as well.
And every player sa lineup ng GlobalPort nakalaro na dito. Coach Pido Harencio really going to his bench, giving everybody playing time.
When Alaska played itong Blackwater noong isang araw, nakalaro din lahat ng mga bata ni Alex Compton. Because the lead was similar to this. If you're Blackwater, you don't want to get into the habit of losing by big margins such as this. They proved it in the second conference, Quinito, na kaya nilang dumikit sa kahit anumang team and be competitive. But when you have the opponent shooting this way, that's back-to-back threes mula kay Ron J. Buenafe.
And Ron J already with 16 points. He had 10 points in the first game ng GlobalPort. This is just an awesome display of firepower.
Marcos walks into that outside shot. It bounces out. And 3 GlobalPort players nag-aagawan pa sa bola. Ganun sila ka-agresibo. Pinto in the ball game. Sa pangguardia ng GlobalPort bottom tier. Guy who doesn't expect to see much playing time dahil nga napakalalim ng backcourt. So situations like this, he's in there and he's fighting. Hindi naman yung nangyari doon. Pinto able to tip that ball in.
Rafi Reyes.
O'Brien, pinabayaan na lang si Rafi Reyes.
Bryant really, I don't know, playing listlessly.
Oo.
Kung makakalaban ito, some tough teams, that will be his big test. Kung makakasabay siya against some highly touted teams.
Kapiral. Siya naman ang gusto umiscore. Gets the shot off, pero before that, naglakad to si Prince Capiral that's traveling. And O'Brien will be refed with 1:06 to go. That's it for him. Sa larong ito, Graham sat out also a while ago. We'll just go through the motions in this last minute of action. Final score ang ating inaantay. GlobalPort looks pretty good so far after 2 games.
Ang nakikita natin dito, yung bench depth. Nakatulong yung Asian import. I think Omar Crime has given them additional depth.
4 points pa si Pinto. That's his second field goal here in limited minutes. And he has to smile.
Already with 100 points on GlobalPort. It's their depth and the fact that they're able to play a lot of players negates yung listlessness ng kanilang import na si Patrick O'Brien. I think jury's still out on O'Brien on whether he'll stay in the conference, but definitely he'll have to show a lot more aggressiveness in the games to come if he wants to stay on his job.
Pinto's 3 doesn't go. Sa rebound naman. Look at that. Paulo Taha out rebounding. Ito si Real Cervantes, but gets the shot swatted back to him. Ruela will waltz in for that as time expires on this ball game, and they were at 49 at the half. They end the game at 100.
Well, exactly the same margin of difference as when natalo Blackwater sa Alaska. The 24-point lead. Check that, on 24-point lead. Natalo sila sa Alaska by 26.
Basket pa ito si Brian Ruela to close the proceedings. So dominating fashion victory mula rito sa GlobalPort.